Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome to Random Hunts in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. I didn't say welcome back because this is actually the very first time that I'm actually able to record Random Hunts in this game with you guys, which is actually really exciting. In terms of how the online play is like in this game, and I suppose it's worth discussing, because I haven't really discussed it so far, for the simple reason that the last time I was recording this game, I was recording offline, and I had yet to actually try the online, and I have to say that Citra Online is really, really good. I'm quite happy with how they do it. It's heavily dependent upon the actual person and who's hosting, but still, I would say that generally speaking, in terms of how it works, it's pretty damn good, so I'm happy with it. I don't have too many potions, but it should be all good. We're not going to need to heal very much. We are fighting ranged here. Oh god. You know, if I do dumb crap like that, then I will be needing to heal a lot, but anyway. The set that I'm currently using, of course, is the, hold on. I'm really not playing well. I'm not positioning myself adequately in this situation, or in the various situations that I end up with. But anyway, so I have a few things that I need to discuss. First and foremost is the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Online within Citra. As I was saying before, it's pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. I was having a few problems with the Eclipse Knight servers. Eclipse Knight, his servers were doing some weird things, or his rooms, or his server. I have a feeling it's like server singular, and then there are multiple rooms for the server. I believe that's how it works. But regardless, he was having some problems. He's not a very friendly person, but I think slowly but surely, after his clearly very physically taxing basketball game, actually managed to do something with the servers. Of course, I'm making a reference there to something that it doesn't matter, but the point is that he was having a bit of a situation where he needed to fix the servers, but he was exhausted after a basketball game and therefore didn't fix the servers and instead decided to be a little bit unpleasant. But regardless, I think he may have fixed them at this point, but that's by the by. At this point, we are currently playing on the Singaporean servers for Double Cross, so yeah, we're kind of invading in the Double Cross servers at the moment, but that's alright. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for that. We won't. Spoiler warning, we will not get in trouble for that, because there's no way to really police that. But anyway. As far as the game itself, I believe it will be performing a little bit better this time around than it was last time, for the simple reason that the previous recording was super unoptimized, because the entire reason for using the Filkster build is that you have access to FMV hack, I believe it's referred to. And the silly thing was that I didn't even have that turned on. That's basically used to avoid getting frame drops, and I really didn't make use of that whatsoever, so I suppose that was my own stupidity, but either way. It's actually quite late in the evening. I rarely record in the evening in general, but here I am. It's mainly because I just found myself playing with these guys, and I'm getting frame drops, I think, because I need to mess around with a few settings once again, but you'll have to just forgive that, I suppose. But, oh, what are you doing, man? Ukanlos is doing his own thing right now. He does not seem too concerned in, I guess, being consistent with his movements. When he wants to do random crap, it makes it very difficult to know how to handle him, but anyway. So yeah, pretty much I am starting to get the hang of working with the settings within Citra, or at the very least the custom build that I'm using, which is the Filkster build. As far as getting an avatar for the online multiplayer thing within Citra, I still need to work on that. It seems that I've been having problems with getting that connected. It says that my forums account is verified, but it's just not really fully connecting, so I'll have to work on that. I don't know what to expect with that. I've been having a few issues lately. I actually ended up installing the new Filkster build, and in the process I ended up having a number of issues. But it's such a long, drawn-out explanation that I'm not even going to get started with that, so all you need to know is that I was having some problems, but the only problems that still remain at the moment are being able to use the new Filkster build, which I'm not currently using. I'm still using an older build right now, but it still works perfectly fine for me and what I need to do. But the new one needs to somehow be compatible with what I'm doing within the NVIDIA control panel. And then it also, well, as well as that, I need to try and work out what's going on with the avatars. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate in the emulator, so yeah, it's pretty good. I would hit you, but I need to heal myself. It seems that he has some sort of maybe cleanser or thawing agent. I don't really know how that works. Maybe thawing agent is only for 2nd gen and stuff, but, you know, the older games, but regardless. It's especially important for the older games to have things like thawing agents against monsters like Ukanlos who give you Snow Blight, for the simple reason that doing what I'm doing right here is less effective in the older games. In 3rd gen and beyond, turning on the spot was made a lot more effective for getting rid of that snowman effect, as some people like to refer to it. Oh god. Seriously. The sensitivity of gunning is so different in 4 Ultimate compared to what I'm used to. They might have actually reset it to the normal sensitivity that I am used to in Generations Ultimate, or they may not have, I just can't remember, but I can tell you right now that going to this game from the likes of Portable 3rd is really weird when it comes to gunning, because it's much higher sensitivity in this game. I don't mind it too much though, it's pretty easy to get used to. So the set that I'm using right now is the set that I often use with this fight, because I find it really fun. It's just a very, very high affinity light bowgun rapid fire pierce set, as you can tell. I'm able to rapid fire pierce level 2, and it really does last a long time, this pierce level 2. Because just the length of time that it takes to shoot all of this is probably the length of time that it takes to do a full hunt. And then if you're still doing the hunt at that point, it's no big deal, because you can switch into pierce level 3, and then hopefully by that point you will have killed the monster, purely on the basis of the amount of damage that you've been doing at that point. But yeah, it's a pretty nice set and I enjoy it a lot, so yeah. I don't know how much damage these guys are doing, but I can tell you one thing, it's a high rank Ukanlos, so I should be pretty well geared at this point. With me on the team, it's basically the equivalent of 4 very well geared high rank hunters. So it shouldn't take too terribly long. But this is in a sense a test recording because I've never actually done an online recording of 4U before. So here I am. Can you please stop? I guess I should have actually prepared for the hunt, but anyway. I don't know if I'm actually getting frame drops or speed drops. I think it's speed drops that's making it look as if I'm getting frame drops here, but I don't know, maybe there are some more things for me to optimize. I'm just not too sure. It is a strange little process of me needing to get used to all of the variable options within Citra to make 4 Ultimate work as smoothly as possible. But I do stress that it is difficult to do that, at least compared to games like Double Cross from what I hear. There we go, managed to flinch him out of that roar. I can show you my skills right now in case you haven't seen them. You can pause that if you really want to look at them for longer. I'll actually show you now. So Critical God, use any Pierce S, bonus shot, and Pierce up. I believe that use any Pierce S is for the benefit of Pierce level 3. Because I don't think this thing innately shoots Pierce level 3. The idea being that if I run out of Pierce level 2, which is what I'm rapid firing, then I can go to a reasonably strong shot type after that, which is Pierce level 3 obviously. Yeah, it's definitely a speed drop that I'm getting, not a frame drop thing. So, oh god! Can you seriously just stop? This guy's a prick. They are going ham on the life powers right now. Should be able to get out of the way of this guy. I tend to juke him a little bit, as you can see. I go back and forth until I can see that he's set on one particular path. This works in all of the games. And once I have worked out which direction he's sort of set in going towards, I can then change my direction at that point. So yeah, that's Ukanlos for you. There we go, got a good flinch there. Is his back... No, his back is broken, isn't it? Yes. Because Utica is using a insect glaive, or an insect glaive, and is therefore able to hit the back quite a lot. But yeah, I do feel really good just playing this game in 60 FPS. It feels extremely smooth. And I was saying in the previous recording that I didn't necessarily need to record at 60 FPS. And I do agree that it does do a lot of, well, it requires a lot of processing power for my PC, but hey, it feels really good to play in 60 FPS for sure, I can't deny that. So, anyway, looks like we are now into Pierce level 3, and I can show you what it's like to shoot Pierce level 3 with this gun. It's actually quite alright, because as you can see, given the silencer that I have on this gun, I believe that it has a silencer. Does it actually tell you? I'm pretty sure that I have a silencer on this gun. As long as I have a silencer here, on this particular light bow gun, I can shoot Pierce level 3 with no recoil. If this thing were shooting Pierce level 3 with a lot of recoil, then I would say that this gun would be questionable as far as its effectiveness is concerned, but yeah. I'd say as long as I'm able to shoot it like this, I'm alright. The slow reload and only 3 shots is a little bit of a concern, but seriously, most of your damage is being dished out with rapid firing Pierce 2, so that's worth mentioning. I mean, the slow reload isn't that slow. I call it a slow reload because I suppose it is relatively slow, but really it's quite okay. I definitely love the affinity on this set though, it's very satisfying. I'll have to line up a bit more with the length of the body here. And he turns right out of that, therefore causing me to waste my time. This may actually be enough for one video. I don't know how long this is going to take all up, but hey. We might just do a shorter video anyway. Kudumi has fainted, which is sad. But we should be fine, as long as they don't triple cart. Because basically I'm not going to be dying, put it that way, and if I do die then that's really sad, because I'm kind of overpowered for this fight. But if health numbers are in keeping with the older games when it comes to 4 Ultimate, this level of monster in high rank should have a pretty similar amount of health to the G rank version. It's largely a difference of damage. The health increase is not huge. Elder Dragons, and I would say that Akantor and Ukanlos are effectively Elder Dragons. They're not really Elder Dragons, but effectively they are. They're at the same level of difficulty generally. But their health is really high, even in high ranks, so... Comparatively speaking, they always have a lot more health than their other counterparts when it comes to their rank. So there we go, that is the Ukanlos dead. I would say that that's probably going to be enough for one video. I don't mind having a shorter one. I'm not really in the mood to record much more than this anyway, so I suppose I will wrap it up here. But generally speaking, it is a test recording, so it doesn't really matter if it's a little bit shorter, I guess. Just going to let them know that that was a good hunt. Unfortunately, you can't see that chat at all. It exists within Discord, but anyway, that guy's apologising for dying. It's not really a big deal. But yeah, anyway. It feels a little bit strange being such a high rank among these emulator players, because they don't really have access to so much online play. Whereas me being a 3DS player originally, and having brought my save over from the old servers on the 3DS, definitely I have been able to play a lot and get a pretty high level character. But anyway, that's about it for this video, guys. I will bid you all farewell, and I thank you all for watching. Goodbye.